going on, guys? OhhMyGodzilla back here with a really fun video, guys. We're going to be doing our top 5 figures of 2022, guys. I meant to get this video out at the end of the year, but if you watch the collection video I mentioned, the last couple days of the year, I was just really not feeling too great. So I didn't end up getting any channel content out, unfortunately. But here we are now, a couple days in. My list hasn't changed. So let's jump right in with our list. Guys, starting off with number 5. When I sat down to make this list, I was kind of going through my channel, looking at all the videos I've done, just to get a refresher for all the figures that had come out over the year. And had you asked me when this figure came out, I don't know if I would have pegged it for being one on the list. But surprisingly, this one did make its way onto the list, guys. We have at number 5 the Mezco Mothra set. So here's the set, a really, really fun set. I didn't bust out all the pieces. The fairies come with additional heads and hands, but you can just make it so they hold hands, or both their hands are clasped. And then their mouths are either open or closed, and I have one of each on here. The fairies have some really fun little fuzzy jackets, and the detail on them is cool. And it's really cool to have a set of the fairies. However, they are not the highlight, nor are they close to the reason that this figure is on my list. Without the highlight, the queen of monsters herself, Mothra. On this really cool stand, I think the stand coming through the back is super unique instead of having to come up from under. Allows for really cool poses, allows for stuff to kind of cleanly slide underneath the figure. And my favorite is just this color scheme on the wings. It looks so cool. Totally reminds me of like a retro 70s couch or something. Especially, again, this felt area on the wings. Really awesome. The fact that the whole body and the limbs are all that same awesome felt things. These eyes just look gorgeous. So the fact that this Mothra just looks so darn beautiful. This is probably my favorite Mothra I have in the collection. And it's just a gorgeous figure. And that is why this figure ranks on my list. A very amazing and beautiful figure. Number 5, the Mothra set from Mezco. Great job, guys. Coming in at number 4, I kind of did a little cheating. I think I kind of cheated last year too. And I kind of combined 2 of them. The releases were a little bit spread apart, but the 2 figures are very, very closely connected. This is the only entry for SH Monster Arts on this year's list. And guys, at number 4, I'm kind of pairing them together, Godzilla 2004 and Monster X. Here it is, guys, your 4th place winners, the SH Monster Arts, Monster X, and Godzilla. Take a quick peek at the X first. Looks really great, great detail in the face. I love the heads. Looks really good. The hands look totally cool and scary. Big black claws on there. Really fun crystals. I love the back spike. The tail looks nice and good. And just super cool to have another Monster X. I think Monster X is such an underrepresented kaiju. And I'm just super hyped to have him. Cannot wait. Hopefully we get a movie monster series. I know we're getting a movie monster series, Godzilla 2004 in 2023. So it'd be amazing to see more Final Wars stuff get some time in the spotlight. I'd love to see more Monster X, and that is why this guy placed, and then Godzilla placed, and I felt comfortable enough putting them in the same position, just because they are so closely connected. They were released pretty darn close together with each other. Again, it has a couple of the plaguing SH Monster Arts gap defect type things, but look at that face. Beautiful. I have always had a huge sweet spot for the Godzilla Final Wars suit. It was one of the first movies I saw, and I thought it was just super entertaining. And I love the suit design for Godzilla Final Wars. Those clean spikes, the face just looks awesome. I love all the cat memes I see about this guy. Really cool claws, big and scary. Nice toe claws down here. Really cool tail. The tail does, the spines on the tail definitely drop off a little bit too severely. But SH Monster Arts did such a great job with these figures. I think they are just beautiful. Look at that face. I love this guy. He looks so good up against the white background. I reviewed him before I had the new setup. So he didn't get the justice up against this new white background. But he looks gorgeous there. Look at his face. I love it. Definitely. If I had to pick one, I'd probably pick the Godzilla over the Monster X. Monster X would still be on the list for sure. So that is why I have placed them both on the list, guys. SH Monster Arts, Godzilla Final Wars, and Monster X. They did an amazing job. Guys, for number 3, hopefully you don't think I'm cheating because it kind of is a 2-parter merged together again. Number 3, another one from our friends over at Mezco. They had a huge year, had a lot of awesome heavy-hitting sets out. I really loved what they did this year. So number 3, guys, both set number 1 and number 2 from their Destroy All Monsters set. Alrighty, guys, like I said, that 3rd place set being both of the Destroy All Monsters sets from Mezco again. Mezco got 2 out of the 5 spots in this top 5 video, but this Mezco set is just too amazing to forget about, guys. From the awesome Mothra with the cool spray, removable, of course. Definitely love the Mothra on here. An awesome Anguirus. Look at those spines, just gorgeous. This is a really, really beautiful look for Anguirus. I love the paint, the face, it looks great. The tail spine's nice and spiky. Look at the little Minya. He's got his little smoke ring. Again, all these figures have tons of, exchangeable parts. So that is another plus. I didn't bust any of them out, but I did reviews over both of the sets. So check those out if you want to see the reviews on each of these sets. Guys, one of the things I loved most about this Baragon was they gave you the opportunity to have him stand up, and they also give you a head and separate legs, so you could actually have him crawl around on all fours, and his head was kind of poked, up and over, so more like an Anguirus pose. So super cool and unique that they gave us both poses for Baragon, and it's really cool to have a Destroy All Monsters Baragon, because I do not have any of those in my collection, guys. The Gorosaurus just looks awesome and classic. Nice clean little line of spines down there. Really cool toe claws. The tail looks cool. I love the little pointy end. Scorpion Delio, individually sculpted teeth. And those classic Gorosaurus eyes. Looks amazing. Guys, another thing I loved, the Rodan, they gave us the flight, he's got the hole in his foot, so he can stand, and he's got a head that points more forward, but you also have that amazing ability for that flight pose. Super cool. Mezco went above and beyond for this set, and it makes Rodan having that flight pose makes it set better as a set, because he can kind of float higher in the back, and it's just super cool and unique. Guys, don't forget the king of the monsters, Godzilla, Destroy All Monsters. Look at those spines. Love the color on him. Love the face. Love the fact that we get the removable atomic breath. And he just looks gorgeous. Could have done a little better on the teeth there, but I'm not going to nitpick on the video where I'm giving him a bunch of credit. Looks great from the front. That front profile looks amazing. The side looks even better. And like I said, guys, those spines are amazing. I love kind of like that almost gunmetal color they gave him. Really awesome. And then digging him out from back here in the back. I had everybody pose so good, and now I gotta destroy everybody's poses. But the amazing Golden Goose himself, King Ghidorah. Because I love the little fuzz. You got the lion manes, individual gravity beams for each mouth. Super cool. And they look great. Look at those nice gold wings. The body looks great. The tails back here look great. I wish we got painted toe claws, but that's about the only nitpick I have on Ghidorah. Looks amazing. Super cool, guys. Mezco had such a great year, and I know they have even more coming our way soon. So I cannot wait to see what they get us going, guys. But this is the Destroy All Monsters set number 1 and 2, and it has earned the number 3 spot in this year's list. Guys, coming in at number 2 and number 1, I tossed back and forth so many times because they are both such amazing figures. But I think I ended up landing on this order. Guys, number 2 from Bandai Premium, their amazing Muto 2-pack. Guys, number 2 is that amazing Bandai Premium Muto set. The box was really cool and clean. Check out the video if you want to see the box. There's a little nuclear missile that the set comes with, but it is put away. I don't want to bust it out. But that said, amazing figures we have here. Here's the male Muto. Check out the face. Love the eye. I wish it was a little darker red, maybe. But these things are just gorgeous. Not amazingly articulate. They do have articulation, but the articulation is definitely not the highlight. They're definitely more of just kind of awesome display pieces. And that they are. They are super cool looking. Really displayable. Looks beautiful. There's the male Muto, guys. And let's not forget the big boss herself. Look at this female Muto. She is huge. Check out that belly. And you got all these huge arms. Looks just amazing. I love this pose you can get out of her. Super cool. You got her reaching for you. This looks so cool, guys. And if you watch the review I did on these figures, I was just hyping them up like no other. And I'm so glad that they turned out amazing, because it was definitely not a cheap set. From being from the Bandai Premium, being a boxed set, both figures, it was not too cheap. But they are super awesome. These arms are fixed. But just a great set, guys. I am so hype on these Mutos. And this is the one. Number 1 and 2 were so back and forth. These guys almost became the number 1 slot. but I just had to go with my gut there, and they barely got beat out by our number 1 pick. But these guys are amazing. A 10 out of 10, fully recommend them. Guys, before we get into number 1, I have 2 that very narrowly missed the list. So I want to kind of shout them out as honorable mentions, guys. Those 2 honorable mentions are the Funko 3-pack that contained Mechagodzilla, Godzilla, and Kong. Really awesome. Definitely a fun one. Exclusive to BAM, Books A Million. Definitely enjoyed that one. And the other one is the Bandai Gigan Rex from Godzilla vs. Gigan Rex. 2 really cool figures and a really cool figure and a really cool set. Barely didn't make the list, but honorable mention, shout out to them for sure. So guys, here they are, our honorable mentions. I love the Godzilla 3-pack. Just really cool to combine all 3 of these amazing titans, giving us a really cool 3-pack from Funko. Funko's always had a sweet spot. I love Funko. They are really fun, do a lot of great stuff. So this guy definitely made the list, honorable mention style at least, because Funko is just super cool, and this set is amazing. I love the combination of all 3. And then the Gigan Rex figure is just so darn cool and unique. I love those colors. The purple of the eyes, the gold hands, gold tail looks great. I had to give Gigan a shout out because Bandai did an amazing job on this figure. And number 1, drumroll please. I imagine this is number 1 or very high on a lot of people's lists for the year. A newcomer to the Godzilla scene came, and they came swinging hard. And this is Hiya Toys with their Godzilla vs. Kong Godzilla figure. Really an amazing figure. Super stoked about it. It was awesome. It definitely helped that Hiya hooked it up and allowed me to review the figure a little early, so that helped earn them some bonus points. But Hiya Godzilla earns the number 1 slot for my favorite figure of 2022. And here he is, guys, the number 1 figure of 2022, Hiya's Godzilla from Godzilla vs. Kong. Guys, to me, this figure combines all the best parts of NECA and SH Monster Arts. Such a cool detail. Look how clean that is. These are all individual joints for motion. The tail is very articulate. Not quite as articulate as some of the best SH Monster Arts, but you can get some great movement out of this thing. The body looks amazing. Look at the detail. The spines look gorgeous. And that face, guys, check him out. He is quite the beauty. Do have some of the SH Monster Arts neck weirdness, but he checks so many boxes for me. Amazing claws on the hands and feet. Guys, Hiya knocked this out of the park. Definitely helps that they allowed me to review it early, like I said, and I got to check him out early. But either way, guys, this figure I think would still be my number 1. It is such a beautiful, amazing figure. They did such a great job. I cannot wait for their Rodan and their Mothra we're getting later this year. And I think I saw something saying they were teasing a Mechagodzilla and even a Ghidorah. So let's hope Hiya keeps shooting out amazing products, guys, because they will continue to dominate these best of lists if they continue to hit the mark like they did on this Godzilla. This is such an amazing figure, and I'm so glad Hiya is in the Godzilla game now, because they are coming to play. Guys, there is our number 1 figure, Hiya Toys Godzilla. So guys, there you have it. The top 5 figures with a couple of honorable mentions for 2022. It was an insane year for Godzilla figures, and of course, I didn't buy nearly everything. There are a ton of things I missed. I didn't get anything X+. I didn't get any of the awesome gigantic statues, which I'm sure would have competed very heavily with these lists, with these figures that did make my list. So obviously I don't pick up every single figure, every single release, every single brand. I miss a whole lot out there. I hate that I have to miss a lot, but I do miss a lot of figures and a lot of sets and statues and this and that. So this is the top list for me, things that I personally ended up picking up over the year. If you want to see everything I picked up, check out all the videos from 2022. A lot of great stuff on there, a lot of amazing figures and whatnot that didn't even make the list, because this year actually was very competitive. A lot of awesome stuff, guys. And I have a feeling with between the new Toho movie, I know we already have a bunch of Movie Monster Series figures coming out, a bunch of Super7 sets that look insane. Guys, 2023 is going to be a crazy year. And a year from now, when I put out the 2023 list, my mind's just going to be shaking having to rank all these figures. But I am super excited for it. I'm here for it, for sure. Can't wait to have that problem, have to shift through and figure out what the best releases of this coming year are going to be, because I know 2023 is going to be amazing, guys. Again, I said it in the collection video, but thank you for such an amazing 2022. Had a lot of fun on the channel, and got to review some amazing figures. So guys, keep supporting the channel, hit that like button, drop some comments, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, guys. So thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more, and we'll see you in the next one.